is the facilitator's role? Now that you have students taking online courses, how do you help them succeed? By the Texas Virtual School Network. Qualities of a successful facilitator. Comfortable with technology. This means being able to download software, install hardware, and generally be able to navigate the internet. Diligent in problem solving. Your students will come to you with any number of problems, from logistical to personal, and sometimes you have to get creative in your solutions. Quickly learns different learning management systems, or LMS. You may have a lab with 5 students, each using a different LMS to access their course. Being able to quickly get the hang of LMSs is important to helping students. Genuinely interested in students and their success. Since you're the adult who is present and there to support the online students, it's your duty to get to know them and what they need to be successful in their online course. Facilitator duties, student support. Be present. You are the eyes and ears of that online instructor. Monitor attendance. Help students stay on track. Proctor exams. Print and collect assignments and tests as necessary. Report academic infractions to instructor, such as cheating. Facilitator duties, communications. Coordinate with instructors, counselors, students, and parents about enrollment, inactive students, and students who need extra assistance. Coordinate with on-site personnel such as librarians and other teachers. At times, students may be asked to visit the school library, and it's your job to help facilitate that trip. Report absences and technology issues to the instructor. It's important that they know what's going on with their students. Access calendars for both the receiver school and the providing school. It's important that if your student's school has a day off, that the online course instructor knows. Many online courses have students located all across the state, and not all districts operate on the same calendar. You may have to coordinate between the parties to make sure students have the opportunity to catch up on missed coursework, since the course will likely go on without them. Facilitator duties, technology. Ensure students have a workstation that has the minimum requirements for both hardware and software. This may mean installing software or headsets, mice, special keyboards, things like that. And also troubleshoot when necessary. Facilitators do not teach the content. Leave that to the instructor. Facilitators do not do student work. Leave that to the students. Likewise, facilitators do not alter coursework or grade assignments or exams. For each student, know his or her name. Know what course he or she is taking. Have his or her course syllabus available to reference. Keep track of his or her progress. Find out how to best encourage him or her. Some students need more support than others. And watch for persistent difficulties. The instructor will need to know if the student is having a lot of difficulty being successful in the course. How do facilitators and instructors compare? Well, the facilitator will support student learning while the instructor teaches the content to students, and there's a distinct difference there. The facilitators are physically present while the instructors are remote. The facilitator will engage in face-to-face communications with the students, and the instructor will engage in electronic communication with the students. Facilitators help the students acquire the technology they need, while the instructors will alert the students to the technology they need for the course. Both facilitators and instructors will promote a positive learning experience and encourage and motivate students.